Alright, I think we're on take 23 today of the same thing. It's been fun. So today I wanted to get into nutrition. If you want to know specifics, go somewhere else. That's not what we're about. We're about the little stuff that nobody talked about, right? And look, before I get into that though, this can be an emotional journey. Some of the stuff you learned and thought made sense is bullshit. It's hard to hear that. It can be depressing. I got a little angry at times, right? And frustrated with things. I do have a destination though, right? We're starting off sick and we are going to end up healthy. That took longer now. We're going to end up healthy. I'm trying to shorten the distance and make it a straight line for you. But like I said, life took me all over the place to get here. And you may have to do some of that also. We have certain expectations of information we get, especially if we paid for it, for a certification or a degree or something. We expect it to be true, and we expect it to be complete, right? But neither one of those end up happening. We end up with information that's not true, but everybody believes. We end up not getting some of the details because we're really just testing for what somebody else thought was important, right? But anyway, it can be emotional. I'm trying to straighten things out for everybody and make it quicker. We're going to go over today some nutritional stuff. Things that I have learned. When I was in the 3rd grade, 1976, I remember specifically them telling me about the recommended daily allowance. Back then it was the recommended minimum daily allowance. And they taught that this is the maximum, they taught then that this was the minimum amount of nutrition you needed to maintain your health, which made sense. But a few decades later it turns into just the RDA, and it's preached that, oh, this is the most you need. Right? And any more you take of that is you're just pissing away. That turned out to be not true, for me anyway. Let me back up. Calm down. When I was in my early 20s, I had prostate issues. Poor diet. I had a lot of stress. I'm not a fan of macaroni anymore, right? Stay away from that. Putting that out there. So I took a zinc supplement for my prostate issues. I took a supplement that gave me 100% of the RDA, and I took that for a couple months, and I didn't see any results whatsoever. So I stopped and I thought about things. Veterinarians will dose animals according to their weight, not according to their calorie burn, which made sense to me. If I'm bigger than average, why wouldn't I need more nutrition? It's also, an average, which doesn't really fit most everybody like you think it would. Why would a 12-year-old girl need the same nutrition as an 80-year-old man? She wouldn't. It doesn't make sense. So I rethought things. What I did was I took a supplement that gave me 200% of the RDA, and I doubled that. And lo and behold, a couple weeks later I saw results. And just mathematically, if you've been accruing a deficiency in something for decades maybe, and then you just now start taking 100% of the RDA, you're never going to catch up. You can't, because you burn through that anyway. Maybe you're not going in the hole anymore, but you can never catch up and see results. I have found that if you are deficient in something and you stick it in your body, that it will soak it up like a frickin' sponge. I don't do like single supplements anymore. I do multivitamins because a lot of things work in conjunction with other things. You don't know 100% what you're deficient on all the time. I don't take the same supplement all the time because they're all formulated different. They all give you different things. They're all sourced different, right? The nutrition in them. So I take one supplement for a couple months, switch, go to another one, maybe back to the first one if I thought it was, helping. Instead of relying like religiously on what you read, get back in touch with how you feel. Is this improving things or not? If you do great and you just kind of topped out, try something else. Right? And vice versa, if you're taking something and just not seeing results, do something else. Expect results. Whether it's from nutrition or a therapy or something, it should be doing something. One good lesson I learned was in acupuncture. I went to an acupuncture for the first time, like 3 visits, and the results were frickin' awesome. And then I went to a bunch of different, the same one, plus a bunch of different acupuncturists over the next couple years. And no results whatsoever. If something's going to work, it's going to work. Don't keep trying to do the same things, hoping that, eventually it'll be a miracle. But anyway, don't be afraid to move on. Stop wasting money on the same thing that doesn't do anything. Look for an alternative. Stay away from nutritional supplements that have obviously artificial stimulants like caffeine or something, or some magic berry from some dark continent somewhere, something magical sounding. You want your energy and your vitality to come from just being healthy, not something artificial. I used to get car sick really easy and really bad as a kid, along with everything else. Late 20s, I took a trace mineral supplement for 6 months, and my innards tightened up. I don't know how else to express that, but that's what happened. And no more car sickness, right? Trace minerals are important. I mentioned in the prior video, organs have different functions. Those are slightly different structures that need specialized nutrients that we don't get in just eating steaks and stuff. Car sick, artificial. That's it. I wanted to mention a fellow by the name of Joel Wallach? Something like that. Longevity products. He does sell a nutritional supplement. He's the guy, like the godfather. Like, he didn't discover vitamins or anything, but he did just a mess load of research about trace mineral depletion and tied it to deaths and sickness and stuff. He's a person worth looking up and looking into. This isn't an endorsement. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. There's no money trading hands, right? I really, at this point, just want you to get better. So next time, we'll be cooler than this one even. Thank you.